Hello and welcome to your eyeballs looking at me very intently. My name is, I'm not going to say because this is a small video essay. Today we are talking about the repo update that has just dropped 2 days ago. And last time I thought about monsters was when the update came out actually. So I'm gonna start talking about the favorite of mine and the least favorite of mine. The two monsters we are going to talk about today are the Reaper and Apex Predator. We're going to talk about why I like them and why I don't like them. Mostly because I want them to change some of the mechanics of these old monsters because I think they're pretty fun if they do change, and you'll see my changes by the end of the video. Apex Predator, also known as the Duck, in my humble opinion, is my favorite monster. Mostly because it doesn't try to kill me the first time it sees me. Its main mechanic is to be extremely annoying and make you try and touch it. The things I like about the Duck are that it is complex, it doesn't attack you instantly, and when it does attack you, it has a reason to attack you because you were stupid enough to touch it. I, once in a while, touch it sometimes, but I have few things that I hate about this. Whenever I touch it, it is always my fault. The Apex Predator is also pretty easy to get rid of, especially when you have a doorway. See, when you look behind a wall, the duck realizes that it's not in your line of sight anymore because of the collision box. This is also why speedrunners, whenever they get the Apex Predator, never have him in their sights, because the speedrunners move so fast that the duck cannot catch up with their sightline, so they just give up. The Reaper's main ability is that he cannot hear, but whenever he sees, he hunts. And this is a fine ability as long as you know when you're seen. Now, I have some strong opinions on this monster, but overall, I just don't like him based on some quirks that he has. He doesn't make a lot of sound when he moves around. That is a problem because if he sees you before you see it, it gets really wild. I don't know how many times I have been caught off guard by him running behind me and then him destroying all my loot. The way to get rid of the duck is pretty easy to find out on your own. You don't have to die multiple times to figure out how to deal with the duck. It's honestly a lot harder to find out what the Reaper does, because if it sees you, you don't know that it can't hear anything, because when it looks at you and starts slashing, all you're thinking about is running away, not. A suggestion to make the Reaper more eloquent is to make it have hay inside its entire body. Every move of his sound like people stepping on hay. This way, people can actually learn his mechanic without dying a ton of times, like the Apex Predator. People can hear him, understand that they might hear him, but after doing some quick experimenting, like the duck with the wall, you'll understand that it cannot hear anything. And as for my opinion on the Apex Predator or the cute duck, I want there to be a few achievements for getting rid of him. Like once, 10 times, 100 times. To incentivize people to actually learning how to do this, because it is very useful. Anyway, these are just my ideas for what could and couldn't happen for the new monster update. Maybe they're just gonna add new monsters and do nothing to the old ones, which I'm sure is not gonna happen because on an update based on entire entities that we have to deal with without updating any of the entities is kind of stupid. So I hope the Repo team listens to this, and if they keep the Apex Predator the same way and actually make the Reaper noisier, then that would be a great victory for this video. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Subscribe, like, do other thing. Be happy, be funny. I like Repo.